Hi, I'm Finger from ISHTA Yoga. The sequence I'm about to lead you through is a sequence to help to balance the Vata dosha, which is a biological force of nature that creates an excess of air and the space element in our bodies. When we have too much air, our digestion gets sluggish, we feel fragmented, ungrounded, scattered, and easily anxious. So this sequence is an excellent way to help to reground the body, to help you to feel the sensations of your body, to slow down that movement a little bit and take you back to balance. We're going to start laying on the back with the feet wide and the knees touching. Allow the whole weight of your body to release into the support of the floor. Feel an ease through the shoulders, the throat, the jaw, the eyes, and the eyebrows. Place one hand to your chest and your other hand to the navel. Start to feel the sensations of the breath in your body. The best way to balance excess Vata is through the breath. If you feel that you're breathing too much in your chest or that your inhalation is longer than your exhalation, it's a pretty good indication that the Vata element is out of balance. In this case, start to feel a little more breath through the lower portion of your torso. And make your exhalation as long as your inhalation. As you breathe in, feel the belly, the rib cage, the chest expand. And as you exhale, the belly, the chest, the ribs release back down. From here, we'll take a block and place the short side of the block in between the thighs. If you don't have a block, you can use a thick book or a cushion. Keep your feet parallel and root down evenly through the feet, especially the big toe mound of the foot. As you happen to breathe in, lift the hips and float the arms up overhead, rooting down through the four corners of your feet. As you happen to exhale, release your hips and lower your arms back down alongside the body. Breathing in, float the hips, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower the hips and float the arms back down. Continue to move like this on your own. Just feeling the natural rhythm of your breath, but again, focusing on the length of the exhalation. We all breathe at our different pace, at a different rhythm. So it's important for you to focus on your own rhythm, but again, work to lengthen and extend the breath, especially the exhalation. Take one more breath here. And after your next exhalation, release your hips and lower your arms back down. Take the block out from in between your thighs and hug your right knee into your chest, extending your left leg forward. Ekapada Apanasana, extended wind expeller. Flex your left toes so the left toes point straight up towards the ceiling and relax the tops of your shoulders. This posture massages the ascending colon, so it helps to encourage digestion and the movement of waste and elimination. The seed of Vata collects in the colon, so when we get too much air there, we don't easily digest our food. Extend your right leg forward and switch sides. Take your left knee into your chest, point the right toe straight up towards the ceiling, breathe. Come back to those sensations of the breath in the body that you felt laying flat on the back. From here, keep your left knee into your chest. Draw your right knee in to meet it. Massage your lower back. Make little circles with your knees in one direction. And circle the knees in the opposite direction. Really start to feel the sensations of the mat underneath your back, bringing your awareness to different parts of your body so that it doesn't collect back into the mind. Now begin to roll back and forth through your spine, using the strength of your abdomen to gain some momentum so that you can eventually find your way up into a standing forward bend. Use your hands if you need to help you. Bend your knees, separate your feet about 2 fist distances apart, and take hold of opposite elbow with your hands in ragdoll. Shake your head a little side to side and forward and back. This forward bend encourages the exhalation. It encourages that sense of letting go and helps to balance that sense of anxiety and nervousness we get with excess Vata. Switch the crossing of your elbow so the other arm is on top. Relax the back of your neck. From here, release your hands down. Bend your knees slightly. Bring your hands to your hips. And on an inhale, reach forward through the center of your chest and come all the way up to stand into Tadasana, mountain pose. Take your feet parallel, about a fist or 2 fist distances apart. Lift all 10 toes up off the floor. Spread them apart and release them back down. Now feel as if you could draw the energy of the earth up through the soles of your feet. So you lift up through the pelvic floor, engage the lower abdominal muscles, and then take your arms alongside the body, palms face forward, close your eyes for a moment and just feel your head and your neck floating. From here, begin to breathe in, bend your knees, reach your sit bones back, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Move the weight slightly back towards your heels. Exhale, straighten the legs and float your arms down alongside the body. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your sit bones back, chair. You can either keep your arms parallel to the floor or up overhead. Exhale, extend the legs and float the arms back down. Do this twice more on your own. Again, focusing on your breath, on your rhythm, lengthening the inhale and the exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. On your next inhale, rebend your knees, come back into chair pose. We'll pause here. Again, keep the weight moving back towards your heels and engage your lower abdominal muscles so they move back towards your spine. Relax the tops of your shoulders, and again, feel your head and your neck easeful. This is an excellent pose to re-ground you, to feel the sensations of your legs, your feet, and to connect you back to the earth. It's focusing, it's balancing, and it's centering. On your next inhale, straighten your legs and float your arms back down alongside the body. Take your hands to your hips, take a big step back with your left foot and face the side wall, taking warrior 2. You can start with your legs about a leg's distance apart or slightly wider. Pivot your right foot forward. Pivot your left toe slightly in so the heel of the right foot lines up with the arch of the back foot. Reach your arms wide. Lift all 5 toes of the front foot up off the floor. Then turn your palms to face up so you feel the shoulder blades align on the spine. Keep that as you turn your palms to face back down. Keep your gaze over your right middle finger, breathing in, and as you exhale, bend your right knee, coming into warrior 2. Keep the toes lifting up off the floor. This way you'll feel the pads of your feet, and again, it'll create the sensation of connecting to the earth, re-grounding, re-rooting. You can eventually release your toes back down, but keep them relaxed and easeful. Keep your gaze right over your right middle finger. Relax your jaw, relax your facial muscles, and breathe. Sense that you could hug your shins together and lift up through the pelvic floor. Stay there. Turn your right palm to face up, and as you inhale, slide the back arm to the back leg, reaching up to go back. You can do this with a straight or bent front leg. As you exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg, place your hands to your hips, heel toe your back foot in slightly so your left toes point towards the left corner edge of your mat. Keep your hands to your hips and sink into your right hip, deepening at your right hip crease. Slide your right hand to your shin or on the block on the outside of the right foot. Take your left arm under your bottom ribs, roll the ribs out from underneath you, and extend your left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Trikonasana, triangle pose. You can either keep your gaze up towards the top arm or forward to the wall you're facing, whatever feels easier on your neck. And stay and breathe through here. Always come back to the sensations of the breath in the body. As you next inhale, come back up to an upright position. Exhale, place your hands to your hips. Pivot your right foot in. Pivot your left foot forward. Right toes point slightly inward. Again, reach your arms wide. Turn your palms to face up. Feel that broadening across your collarbones. And then release the palms back down. Again, lift all 5 toes of your left foot up as you inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee. Track your left knee over your second toe. Warrior two. Gaze out over your left middle finger. And hold here. Again, sense that you could hug your shins together, lifting up through the pelvic floor, feeling that strength from your legs. And then soften the tops of the shoulders. Challenge yourself to keep your gaze on one point. When the eyes are moving or darting, it means the mind is unfocused as well. That usually means there's too much of that air quality. It manifests through the eyes. Turn your left palm to face up. Inhale, slide the back arm to the back leg. Again, you can do this with a straight or bent front leg. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Place your hands to your hips. Heel toe your back foot in slightly. Keep your right toes pointing in and then hinge at your left hip, deepen at your left hip crease. Slide your left hand to your shin or on the block. Take your right arm under the bottom ribs and roll the ribs out from underneath you, extending your right arm up towards the ceiling. Triangle pose. Sense, if your hand is on your shin, that your shin could press into your hand. So you have a slight micro bend through the left knee joint. And that helps the prana, the life force that rides on the breath, to flow through the body. It travels through the joints. Take one more breath in here. And exhale fully. Inhale, come back up to an upright position. Exhale your hands to your hips. Pivot your left foot in. Once again, keep your feet wide but now parallel. You can shorten your stance just slightly. Keep your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift up through the center of your chest. And as you exhale, start to fold forward over your legs, taking your hands either to the floor or onto blocks. If your hands don't reach the mat, you can take one block underneath each hand. As you inhale, get length through the spine, reaching through the center of the chest. As you exhale, deepen at your hip crease and release the crown of the head down towards the mat. And pause here. Continue to feel the activity through your legs as you find ease and release through the crown of the head. Lifting the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the head and neck. Inhale, come halfway up through a flat back. Pause here, hug your inner thighs together, bring your hands to your hips, engage your lower abdominal muscles, and come all the way up to stand through a flat back. And then step or jump your feet together and come back to the front of your mat, Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your palms to touch and close your eyes. And just feel the sense of groundedness. You might find that your mind is a little more quiet now that you've worked through any tension in the body. You will come to the floor through a sun salutation. Inhale, circle your arms around and up. Feel the rib cage expand, palms to touch a little in front of you. Exhale, forward bend over your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen your spine, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, you can either step back to down dog or step back through the vinyasa, your choice. Donald will show the modification, and Meaghan will show the more advanced variation. We all eventually find our way back into down dog. And then drop the knees and rest in child's pose. Sit onto your heels and extend your arms out in front of you. Feel your belly resting on your thighs, the tops of the shoulders relax. This posture helps you to move inward, helps to create this sense of quiet, of introspection. All very important when we're feeling ungrounded and fragmented. This is also excellent for digestion. So slowly make your way back up to an upright position. Swing your legs around in front and extend your legs out in front of you, Dandasana, staff pose. Adjust your sit bones a little bit from side to side. If you don't feel your sit bones evenly rooted into the floor, then you can sit up on a blanket or a cushion. Take your hands behind you, firm your thighs, activate through the quadriceps, and then let the tops of the shoulders relax, floating your head and your neck. From here, bring the soles of your feet together, take your knees wide apart, Baddha Konasana. Adjust your seat a little from side to side, so again, you feel your sit bones and not your tailbone. Inhale, lengthen up through your spine, and exhale, fold forward over your legs. Feel with each breath in that you lengthen, you extend, and each breath out, you deepen and fold over the legs. You can keep your hands to your ankles or bring your hands back behind you to encourage more length through the spine. Most importantly is to continue to connect back to the sensations of the breath, especially the exhalation. Slowly come back up to an upright position. Draw your knees back in towards one another. Scoot forward towards the front edge of your mat. Extend your arms out in front of you as you inhale. And as you exhale, lower down one vertebra at a time onto your back. When you get to the very bottom, extend your legs out in front of you. Draw your palms to face up. And feel the legs naturally release open. Start to soften through your belly, your chest, your shoulders. Relaxing the upper arms and the elbows and the wrists, fingers and the fingertips. Start to feel an ease through your throat, your jaw, your tongue, your eyes and your eyebrows. Savasana, corpse pose. Take as much time as you need in this posture, especially to create a sense of balance and centeredness and quiet in the nervous system. When you're ready to come out of it, begin to deepen your breath, feeling that natural expansion of the inhale and that natural release that happens on the exhale. Rub your thumbs lightly over each fingertip and wiggle your toes. Extend your arms up overhead and reach one side longer than the other. And stretch the other side longer. Bend both the knees, roll over to your right side in fetal position, curling into a little ball. And with a heavy head, press your hand down into the mat and roll back up to a comfortable cross-legged seat. Close your eyes and once again feel the sense of being rooted and grounded through your sitting bones. Feel that sense of quiet and calm and balance that's within. Bring your palms to touch at the center of your chest and take the sense of balance, of groundedness, of steadiness with you in each moment of your being. Hari Om Om Tat Sat. Namaste.